What up, B Squad? It is me, JB, and we are here today with another review for Baddies USA Season 8, Episode number 4. The episode was titled, well, actually, it's Episode 5. Episode was titled Unlikely Alliances. So, before I do get into the video, this video or any other on the channel, and you're not subscribed yet, I need you to do me a solid favor. Stop checking out this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss Baddies USA, shall we? At least we open up the episode and it picks up where it ended, and Summer and Aladria fighting each other. Some nothing but a bunch of windmills, and just bing, bing, bing. It just hit them. And Summer got her ass handed to her. And I was here for it. I was here for it. And Summer's lip is hanging. I'm like, damn, girl, your lip is hanging. And then the one thing that I will say about Summer, continue to talk shit after getting her ass beat up. Do I respect her? But can I give her props? Absolutely. So after that, she decided that she wants to say something to Mariah Lynn. And I was like, oh my God. So her and Mariah Lynn get into it with each other, right? And they fought each other. What I will say is their fight between Summer and Mariah Lynn. Yeah, Mariah Lynn, girl, yours. Ain't no ifs or ifs. Summer, best of Mariah Lynn. And honestly, the reason why I feel like Summer got the best of Mariah Lynn is because neither one can fight. So it's two windmilling ass heifers fighting each other. So that's really all it was with Summer and Mariah Lynn. So while they were fighting, Anna decided to jump in. I was like, oh my God, like that's something that I cannot stand when it comes to Anna. Like Anna literally sits there and tries to jump into the fight with people. And it's like, if they're not getting beat up, Anna, why are you jumping in? Like that is something that gets on my nerves when it comes to Anna. So then after that, Natalie is telling Summer, like, stop. Like, how are we going to go out or go in, do anything with your face looking like that? I was like, Natalie, I don't really because I mean her lip been looking like that since the last episode. So because Tasiki did that to her lip, so I don't think she really gives a fuck, right? So Natalie breaks it all up and she rehearse, guys. We gotta rehearse. So she was like, who's gonna be the first person to open up the the show? So Cold Killer, she was like, if she started performing first, right? And y'all know that I like Cold Killer. So Cold Killer went first, then Tinker went behind Cold Killer. And so what I will say is when it comes to Cold Killer, Tinker, damn song, I will say that I'm so sick of it. Both of you guys got a song that someone else previously did. So why are y'all mad at each other? It's not like it was Cold Killer song originally or even song originally. So I just don't get why they are going back and forth with each other about this, right? So then the next person to go up is that girl, Big Gretch. And she starts singing, doing her song. And in her song, she keeps saying nigga. And I was like, wait a minute. She ain't black, is she? Like, you got clear white skin, and you saying her interview, she talking about I'm not white. And she was like, y'all look mad corny or stupid or something like that. Talking about she not white. Well, you damn sure ain't black either. So I'm gonna need you to hold off on saying that N-word, like weirdo. Like I don't understand non-melanated people or non-melanated, non-black people who just want to use that word. Like it really gives undercover racist, in my personal opinion. You guys may agree or disagree. So they ended up having a good time with each other because you see everybody going up on the stage. Even you saw Biggie. Man, I cracked up laughing. So Biggie was performing her song, and out of nowhere, Biggie slipped and fell. And Biggie in her interview was pissed off, talking about why is there water on the stage, and then nobody even stopped to try to see if I was okay. I mean, and Biggie took a big dive. So then after Biggie took her big dive, we see Tommy. And then you got Tavy Tavi down there, and she got Janelle bent over and just dry humping Janelle. Then I was confused about Tommy because when Tommy was performing, I don't know if that was another BB gun that Tommy had in her hand, but she had one in her hand and she was pointing it. And I was like, this is madness and chaos. Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, I was extremely confused by the whole situation, but neither here nor there, right? So, so when Tavi, whatever her name is, when she had Janelle bent over, Tommy was like, my bitch Tavi be getting pussy. And she's like, looking like DMX. Man, when she said that girl like reminded her of DMX, I was funny as hell to me, comparing that girl to DMX. So they finished that, right? So the next day we see as the girls are getting ready to head to New York, right? So they're on the sprinter van. Everyone is on the sprinter van with the exception of Natalie. So they done brought the Baddies tour that Baddies bus back. I was like, every season that I've been watching when they had that tour bus, something goes wrong with that bus. Because in Midwest, didn't they drove into a ditch, they drove into a puddle of mud. I was like, what's gonna go wrong with the bus this time? So on the bus, Summer and Dolly got into it with each other, right? And so Tavi, she asked, like, is there a dissension within the big three? And Fauna was basically saying to her, like, girl, why do you care about that? Like, why are you worried about that? Like, what you gonna do about it? Like, nothing. And I was actually with Fauna, like, Tavi, whatever, man, just leave it alone. Like, you done had your fights with the big three. We know you're not a punk. We know you don't back down. We know that about you, but I just don't understand why you felt the need to chime in and interject and give commentary on it. Just to understand it, right? So Lex says to Summer that, she got into it. Well, Lex and Summer were going back and forth, right? And like I said, I still think that Summer is pissed off, although she realized it. I think it's off. Either Lex or Dolly jumped into the fight with Tasiki. But again, neither here nor there, right? So Summer are going back and forth with each other, and that's the and I was like, wow, never on this show. But I mean, I think for me personally, looking from the outside in, I really do feel like Lex cared about Summer and tried to defend Summer as much as she could, and even try to tell someone when she's wrong this season. Because last season, there were a lot of times that I felt like Summer was on doing, stuff that I didn't agree with, and I felt like Lex nor Dolly really called it out. And I'm not gonna say that I feel like it will say is my that they're not doing it this season. But do I have a problem with it? Not really. I wish doing this season they did it last season. Wrong is wrong. Because the last season, like, well, y'all don't know if they saying stuff to her behind the scenes, which is true. We don't know what they were saying behind the scenes. But I think it's just interesting. This is the last season. Moving on. So we see Natalie. So Natalie is in Virginia because she went to VSU to perform for their homecoming. What Natalie performed for her homecoming, I do not fucking know. I want Natalie to know she's not a rapper. Her music sucks, but that's just my look. So then and DJ Sky get into it, right? Actually, they got into it at um the rehearsal because Krishan and Tasia got up to perform, right? To it. Well, Krishan got that tattoo covered up. Well, Krishan, the DJ side is not industry friends to her. I was like, bro, you think everybody wants to use it for class? And some people may, but other people, because let's just be real about it. Your name, anytime it's it's all for something negative. Because you were just in the blogs last week for that fight you had with them Crips. So yeah, her and this whole thing about cloud just kind of roll my eyes when it comes to time. But I feel that DJ Sky, her cover up tattoo, I guess before she could do it, and understand that, clear up in the comments section for me. So we'll move forward. So we then see as Natalie, she sat down and had a conversation with Rolly, right? So she asked Rolly what happened on the bus, and Rolly gave her a rundown of everything and on the bus, you're so and it's gonna be there. Then why don't you just be the EP of the show and stop trying to be a cast member? Natalie is so fame hungry that she can't do that. I forgot to mention that Natalie, she wants for Tommy and Rolly to essentially help her out, like when she's not around the girls and stuff like that. And I was like, but Rolly basically did that all of Baddies Africa because you were around. Girl, like I just really can't with Natalie, right? So then Natalie had a conversation about the stuff that happened last season. Now the stuff happened on, in interviews and stuff like that. I don't know the particulars about it. I don't care. I know Natalie says things about Rolly. Rolly says some things about Natalie. But Natalie is telling Rolly that her feelings were hurt by the interviews that she did. I just don't like when it comes to Natalie. I just really don't understand her. Again, I don't know everything that Rolly said, but I do know for the most part, Rolly was calling Natalie out for not being a quote unquote good boss and being around, and how she basically had to step up last season, which was true. So I don't get how Natalie feels any type of way. I really don't. But hey, Nat, but they made up with each other. The problem. So here's something that I have a problem with, because Rolly, I have a problem with you, because in your interview that you were talking about Natalie, you were talking shit about her, and you were saying that you were done with the show. But yet instead, here you are for the real good for you with the like it is. So then the last thing that was, it didn't a whole lot. It really wasn't much to talk about. The only fight I had in this episode was the beginning with some Asia and Mariah Lynn. So this was a pretty good impressive. So finally had a conversation with each other, and Lex told her congratulations on the back. And so I forget who, like, what's the issues between you. That there was no issue. I'm like, that's a lie. And again, when it comes to baddies, like I tend to not remember everything that happens. In this situation, I remember everything that happened. Lex and Scotty had baddies Midwest. They didn't dislike each other. They weren't cool. The problem came when they went to Hawaii. And when they went to Hawaii and they got in, and Lex, not Lex, but Summer and Anna got into it with each other. And then Summer got into it with Scotty, and they fought her. Now they did tag her, and that was why Lex felt the way. Then we got to the Baddies Midwest reunion when Summer, Lex, and Dolly all came out, and they tried to bum rush Scotty. So there was beef, and they want to get to know each other. You know what? I don't care. What I say is I want to be the case, because let's not forget, last season, Baddies Africa, when they first got, then they got to their first house in Cape Town, Lex used to, and it was mostly because you couldn't really get to her at the Midwest reunion. But hey, if you want to go on with each other and be cool with each other, then that's all I got to say. It ain't much else to add to it. That's the episode. USA. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, you guys, and also share the video. And until the next time, do me a solid favor. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Watch your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And also, if I did leave anything out that you feel like should have been discussed, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And I'm going to hop off of here. And if you guys watch Real Housewives of Potomac or Married to Medicine, be sure to join me at in less than an hour for Potomac, and then another hour for Married to Medicine. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.